Hello, and welcome to this section of the course and this section of your inquiry, which will culminate in an action plan for what you will do next after you have interpreted your findings. The action plan stage of the inquiry cycle is your opportunity to really think about what you might do differently going forwards based off of what you had found in your inquiry. So when you've identified some findings from your inquiry, you have a number of options. What you decide to do will depend on a few factors, including ones that you'll see on the screen here. So firstly, what you found and what you want to do with that, what time and other resources you have to continue to explore your focus, and lastly, what you have identified that requires further exploration. It's unlikely that you will have answered every question that you had and not thought about other related issues. So take this time to really ask yourself what would be needed to explore those follow-up questions. For instance, have you found something that worked to increase reasoning or to invite more students to participate? Would it work with other students or in other subjects? What would you need to do to find this out? Or if you tried something and it didn't really work as you hoped that it would, what could you do differently that might make it more effective? This is also an opportunity to look for ways to include your colleagues and others in your work. This will really help to reduce the time commitment, increase sources of motivation by doing something together, and ultimately and hopefully widen the benefits as well and benefactors of lessons learned. You should also look back at the examples of different inquiries shown earlier. If you conduct another iteration or repeat some of the steps in the cycle, you might find it helpful to refer back to those sections of the course at the appropriate points in each iteration. You'll also want to consider what you might change in your practice and whether you have any new questions that take your inquiry further or in a different direction. These new questions could form a second cycle of your inquiry or another round of data collection to explore them. There are examples underneath this video of completed inquiries and how practitioners developed their own action plans based off of their findings. And we've also included some reflective prompts below to help you identify actions you've perhaps already taken, as well as actions that you intend to take in further developing your inquiry and also acting on any implications that you identified. All right, well, that's it for this tutorial, and we'll see you next time.